What's up guys, it's Isaiah back with another video about the Tonex, and this one we're going to be highlighting the pedal board that I actually designed and put together for the Tonex. Now before we get into the nitty gritty of that pedal board, I want to say that for all the tones that you'll hear in this video, I'll be using the PRS DGT. It's a core series, Iris Purple one from 2021, one of my favorite guitars, and that's why I decided to use it for this video. Check them out, man. Their DGTs are great guitars. The hype is real. The hype is real. Okay guys, so when I built this pedal board, I didn't have a lot of direction in terms of what I wanted for a one-trick pony. I kind of wanted a pedal board that could cover a lot of bases for me because I like playing a lot of different music. I want to be able to kind of neo soul with it. I want an R&B, praise and worship, gospel, blues rock for the band, southern rocky type of stuff. That was kind of the basis of it. I don't remember if I say J-rock, but if I didn't say J-rock, I'm gonna edit this into the video anime. It's kind of hard to build a pedal board that can do all of that without just getting something like the QC or the Helix and kind of really fine-tuning a different preset for everything. I kind of made a compromise here. Not really a compromise, more of a really fun thing to do. And I took a Tonex pedal, which is an amp capturing type of thing, similar to the Kemper, and I put it in the effects loop of an HX Stomp, which, you know, runs multi-effects. And, you know, that kind of made this ghetto combination of a QC. Not really, it doesn't have the power of a QC and all the capabilities, but you know, you have your amp profiling alongside multi-effects in one box per to say, even though it's really two boxes. Yeah, I think I did pretty decent for what I wanted at the time. I will admit that I'm starting to get into even more music. I never stopped listening to music, and I never stopped wanting to learn how to play guitar, and my needs are changing a tad bit, so you might see a video in the future where I upgrade this pedal board if you guys really dig this type of content, because I love to do pedal board content. I think that's really fun. Without further ado, let's just get into the basis of the board and everything on it, and let's just talk about what we got going on here. So the canvas that I chose to use was the Temple Audio Duo 24. It's a lightweight pedal board that has a lot of opportunities for modding in the future. I love the red on the side. If you couldn't tell, some of my favorite colors in the world are like red, black, and purple. It's like those type of colors have my heart way more than they should, to be honest. Now the Temple Audio board is just, I've had this pedal board for years and I haven't really gotten into the modular stuff with it as of yet, although I did recently pick up IEC mod, so now I can just run the IEC from the side of the board. That's the first Temple mod I've actually ever used with this board, and I gotta say I love the concept of it. I love how lightweight they are. I love how they have the little grips on the side of them. I think they're really cool boards, and if you've never tried a Temple board, if you've never checked them out before, definitely consider Temple Audio because they're making some cool stuff now. I'm seeing a lot more people switch over to Temple Audio now, which is kind of cool too. And you know, maybe one day if I'm feeling crazy, I'll take the side panels off of these things and I could spray paint them to be whatever color I want, really. I think that'd be kind of fun and unique, but I don't know, I just have to see how I feel about doing something like that, you know. Now the first pedal in the chain, and arguably the most important one, is usually going to be a tuner, and my tuner of choice is the Walrus Audio Canvas tuner. I just think this thing is so cool, man. Like, you can upload your own picture onto there. Right now I got a picture of Bochi the Rock because that's a great anime and I love it a lot. It's very responsive, very fast, whether you're doing single notes or chords. It really shows. You have a strobe tuning mode on there if you're into that. Personally, that just confuses me when I'm live, so I just don't even bother with strobe stuff. You could angle the screen, which is really nice. Such a nice feature depending on if you need that tuner sideways on your pedal board. And yeah, man, I just love Walrus Audio stuff. Now right after that tuner, we're using the pedal that I wish I seen more on pedal boards. It's the AMT Optical Wall Japanese Girl, or Japanese Girl Optical Wall. And I bought this for a few reasons. The good reason was because it was small and it was like the size of like a Boss pedal. I thought that was super cool and super useful. And building a board like this, not having a whole subsection of the board dedicated to a wah pedal or which I thought was pretty cool. And I also love the fact that it's optical. So depending on what type of wah tone I want, I could flip through and try different things out for different songs, which is really fun. Now, the not so great reasons why I bought it was because it was purple, and I love purple stuff. I love purple pedals. I love purple guitars. I love purple, man. Purple is such a cool color to me. And I also bought it because, well, not really bought, but requested it as a gift is the right thing to say. But yeah, I also got this thing because it's called Japanese Girl. I thought that was just super funny and fun because I like anime. If there's an anime guitar product on the market and it's readily available, I'm going to get it. That's just kind of how things go, to be honest. But here's a little bit of that wah pedal. I never really knew how to demo wah pedals because they're such a unique type of pedal. But we're just going to do a little bit of playing and see what I come up with, I guess. Super fun pedal, super fun. You never get over a wah pedal. Next up, we got my overdrive section. Now, starting off the overdrive section is the JHS Pedals Bonsai. Best tube screamer I've ever used, in my personal opinion. I've tried a few different ones, and this one is always king when it comes to the sound. When it comes to that green box thing, it just does it best. Mine personally always sits in the TS10 mode, and I just love using this thing for strats. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a strat on me at the moment. It's kind of weird with the humbucker thing, in my personal opinion, but this thing does a decent coil split, so we're going to do our best to try to get you the idea of the type of sounds I like to get with my bonsai. But just see what we come up with and we see how it sounds. Yeah, I just love the sound of a bonsai, man. Can't get enough of them for some reason. I don't know what it is about that one specifically, because I've used like Ibanez TS9, and I've used a lot of different tube screamers. I buy tube screamer overdrives more often than I buy any other type of overdrive. Every time I try to stray away from that one, I just always come back to it. Once it lands on the board again, it's like, yes, that was the sound. That's the thing. It's always just the thing. It just has the thing. Don't ask me what the thing is. It just has it. I just need you to understand that, or at least try to. So the next thing we have inside of the chain is the Wampler Tonex, which has very little gain on it for how I like to dial it in. It's kind of hard to explain what I use it for. It's easier to just let you kind of hear the difference, because it's more of like a platform for stacking. I like having that little thing happen after the tube screamer and before the next overdrive. It's really hard to explain, man. I'll be honest with you. Here's what my clean tone sounds like right now. And here's what that sounds like with the Tonex. Yeah, it's like a super subtle difference there, but like whatever it is doing, I really enjoy it. And I love the size of this. I love how small it is. I think it's a really cool Klein clone. It's good enough for me. I think it's good enough for a lot of people. There's a reason why it's one of the most popular Klein clones on the market. It just sounds really good. Now after that, I have, surprise, surprise, another low gain overdrive. And this one is the Walrus Audio Aegis, one of my favorite pedals. So this is a very versatile pedal. It has a 5-state switch in it for the overdrive. I currently have mine in the first stage for low gain, but if I ever want to push it, that option is there. And I just love stacking this thing specifically with the tumness. That's how I get a lot of my classic rocky tones, and it's really fun. So here's a little demo of that. I just think those two pedals sound really good together. They really excel as a duo. I don't usually turn those on by themselves. Sometimes I'll turn on the tumness by itself. I just need a little push and volume, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's those two together that really just, it's a drive for my sound. It's just something I really love. After that, we're using the Line 6 HX Stomp. For those who didn't know, I am a little bit of a Line 6 fanboy. How do I even say this? I love the Catalyst. I love some Helix. I love the HX Stomp. I saw the new Pod Express. I think that's really cool. I think the Pod Go's sound great. I think Line 6 come out with some really cool stuff. The DL4 Mark II. I love them, man. I actually love them. And you don't hear that very often, maybe nowadays, but like if you were to say that you were a huge Line 6 fan like pre-Helix existence, a lot of people would look at you like you're crazy. And I think they're doing a great job right now, and I'm always excited to see what the next Line 6 release is going to be, because right now they found where they should be in the market, and I think everything is going pretty well for them, which is awesome. Let's talk about this thing a little bit. The HX Stomp is like shrinking your Helix down to the size of a big Skyer, so, and it's really cool. You don't get as much power as you would with a full-size Helix, but there's still so many capabilities and so many things you can do. I have mine set up with 3 different effects at the moment. I think I currently have fuzz on there, some type of univibe, and I also have the glitz verb for that really washy stuff that's really fun to do. Like I said before, I do have the Tonex inside of the effects loop of the HX Stomp. That's how I like to run it. It's really cool, man. I really did the HX Stomp. Like, even if I wanted to, I could rip this thing off the pedal board and just put it in my backpack. And as long as I have some type of line isolator with me, that could be the entire rig if it needed to be. It's really cool. It's really powerful. I kind of wish I had the limited edition purple one or the limited edition white one, but you know, I'm very blessed to have what I have, and I'm thankful for what I do have, and I think it's a really cool pedal, and I'm glad that it's on my pedal board. I would like to mention this: if you plan on putting an HX Stomp on a pedal board, please keep in mind there's a reason why there's a green cable poking out of mine. That's because you need a current doubler for your power supply with this guy. It requires 1,000 milliamps almost of power. You need 2 500 milliamp outlets to actually get this thing to turn on. So you can't just slap this on the board with your regular patch cables and think everything's gonna work out. It's not gonna work, so please keep that in mind. I'll put a link in the description to one of those doublers, because mine is just the Gator one from Amazon. That's a few bucks and it's holding up great currently. So after that, we get into some of the fun stuff. One of my favorite pedal circuits of all time, the Walrus Audio Julia / Juliana. I have a Julia on my board for the sake of space, but I think both of these pedals sound great. If you had asked me what was the best chorus pedal, instead of me saying the C2 like most people probably would, I think the Juliana and the Julia are just outstanding chorus pedals. It's super versatile and they just sound so good. I don't even know what type of playing that I can do to kind of show what I like to do with the Juliana, because I kind of just turn it on for certain solos if I'm feeling super 80s, or if I'm trying to do like a city pop type of thing. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'm not great at it, so that's your warning now, but I'll try to play some city poppy chords for you guys with the Juliana so you guys can get an idea what it sounds like. Not my best style at the moment, to be honest, but it's something I'm developing because I think those songs are super fun. But that's kind of the idea of what I like to do with the Julia. This is a pedal I could talk about all day because it's one of my favorite pedals. I think it deserves its own video, to be honest. It's just so... I love it. For that art, I think that's the Santa Fe limited edition one, which I just love how it looks. I love the simplicity of it. I love how it just says Julia on it in big words. I love the color choices. I thought it was a really cool design, so that's why I picked that one. Also, I think the white knobs on it are a nice touch. So after the Julia, we got one of my favorite pedals of all time, and that will be the Strymon Deco. Now this thing is super cool because it's like having a tape machine right on your pedal board. I love the sound of the tape saturation. It's just beefing up what you're doing for the most part. I love the versatility of the double tracker. You can do almost anything you need with this thing. It could be your slapback, it could be your chorus, it could be your flanger, your lo-fi machine. It's crazy how much stuff you could do with the right side of this pedal. Once you learn it and all the different things you can do with it, you could see the value of having something like this on your pedal board when you're trying to accomplish a lot of different things. Currently, I kind of have a slapback thing on the right side and the regular tape on the left. So we're going to do two different demos for this since this pedal have two different sides. First thing we're going to do is we're going to mess with the tape saturation. We're going to see what we do there. Maybe I could try something just a little J-Rocky because I haven't done that yet. And then on the right side, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I think that's set up as a slapback right now, so we'll see what happens. You know, I still got the chorus on. I don't mind though, that sounded pretty fun. Let's also mess with the slapback on the right side at the moment. That's so fun, man. Like, I don't even know what to play. It's just so fun. I just think that sounds so good, man. Like, I know slapback isn't for everybody, but I just think it's so good every now and then, you know? So after the Deco, we have the Volante. Now, this is a pedal that I didn't know much about when I first got it because I got it in a trade, and man, did I fall in love. This is a pedal that you would probably see on every pedal board that I build in the future. It's just so good. The only thing that will probably get this thing off my board is a timeline, and even then, I feel like there's going to be times where I prefer to have the Volante instead of the timeline. It's a great delay pedal. It has the fun stuff that you want. It has a tap tempo, it has a favorite switch, even has a built-in spring reverb, man. So like, if you're not super reverb savvy, you know, you want to delay and reverb for like your Marshall style amp, amp. You could just buy this, and if you just prefer to have a 1 knob spring reverb, you can just do that. Like, it's really cool, man. This is such a great pedal. I keep mine inside of the tape mode more often than not. And you know, it's kind of funny because I also have the deco here. So having the Volante and the deco, they kind of simulate my tape machine kind of just being there on the pedal board, which is nice because, you know, tape machines are really expensive, but they sound great. Really fun pedal. We're going to try something a little more worshipy when we demo this pedal, and we're also probably going to use the HX Stomp a little bit, probably use the glitz in it, and try something that's more praise and worshipy with it. Also, I would like to mention that this pedal has been on for the entire demo as just a reverb and just a tad bit of a smack back, and then when I flip the favorite switch on it, that's when you actually get delay. So it's really fun. It's a really cool pedal. Yeah, that pedal has become such a huge part of my sound. I just love it, and also love the glitz reverb inside of that HX Stomp. I don't know what it is about it. I just love the washiness of it. I love the sustain. It's just a super fun pedal to use. Last thing to really highlight about the pedal board is the Tonex, and the Tonex is just my amp. I have a few different amps loaded on here. AC30, Marshall-y type of things. I have a 2-Rock as my main Strat amp. Want to do a video about that soon too as well. And a few other things to just, you know, pass the time by, but it's great because these pedals that I've chosen, they are very versatile. They sound pretty good, like with all the different amps that I use, and it helps create different genres and different sounds that I enjoy. It's a really fun pedal board as is, but like I said, there are things that I want to upgrade about this, and I have ideas that I won't talk about too much in this video, because if you guys dig this type of video, I would love to do a video in the future where I actually upgrade this pedal board. And you're probably like, how could you possibly upgrade this pedal board? There's no more space on this board. Where are you gonna put something at? You'll see what the plan is. You'll see what the plan is. Just stick with me, guys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. But that's my duo board, as my band members deem it, the spaceship. You know, I think that's a pretty fun name, so I think I'm gonna just stick with it and call it the spaceship. Officially the name of the pedal board now, and I love it. One more thing to highlight is the whole tone on here is the Ampero expression, and it's just going inside of the HX Stomp for volume swells. Nothing too crazy. That's all it's really doing. But tell me what you guys think about this pedal board. Do you think it could be better? What do you think I should change? What do you think I should add? You know, if you have one of these pedals, let me know in the comments below. If you guys never been to a stream before, consider checking them out. We predominantly stream on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Eastern time, 7 p.m. This has been Isaiah. I'm getting ready to sign out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for your support. You guys went crazy on that last video, and I love that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.